Hello friends, let me introduce you to coding with Scratch. After completing this part you'll be able to, what is coding, what is programming? What is stepwise thinking? Understand the importance of stepwise thinking. Now, let's first understand about the word coding. Coding and programming are the two most important approaches in software development industries. Coding is basically the process of creating codes from one language to another one. It can also be called as a subset of programming since it actually implements the initial steps of programming. It involves writing codes in different languages as instructed. Programming is the process of developing an executable machine-level program that can be implemented without any error. In other words, coding is telling the computer exactly what to do by giving it step-by-step instructions to follow. Programming and coding are more or less interchangeable. But as shown, there is a difference between these two terms, but only in the way that the former is a term encompassing the later. Coding, as the word suggests, is involved in writing code. A coder translates the requirements into the programming language of his choice and writes lines of codes. Programming, on the other hand, is a much broader term that involves coding and other tasks like problem solving, critical thinking, conceptualizing, and understanding algorithms and data structure. Let us understand how computer work. A computer is a machine, hardware, that receives and processes data according to the instructions given to it, and after the data has been processed, the results of the processing are usually sent to an output device. The input devices for feeding the computer with data and instructions can be a keyboard, mouse, scanner, or may be generated internally from applications stored as programmed instructions, software. The processing of the data is done by the Central Processing Unit (CPU), which is the heart of the computer. The output devices can be a screen, monitor, printer, plotter, speakers, ports, or another computer. This means that to write coding, most important is stepwise thinking. Let's see what is stepwise thinking. Did you know that we often use such stepwise thinking in many activities? How? Let us plan a picnic to the water park. What should we do? Book tickets and go. Is it possible to book tickets before collecting the names of those who would like to go? No, because we do not know how many tickets to buy. Right. So what should be the steps for the activity? 1. Make an announcement about the picnic. 2. Ask students to give their name. 3. Book tickets. 4. Travel to the water park. Let's see why stepwise thinking is important.
Step 1. Get 2 pieces of bread out. Got 'em.
This dad is teaching his kid a very valuable lesson, but the way that he does it is hilarious. Take a look at this funny video.
No, Dad, with the peanut butter.
I'm just doing what it says. It says take 1 piece of bread, spread it around with the butter knife.
Hold on.
Get some jelly, rub it on the other half of the bread.
No, Dad, open the jelly.
Well, it doesn't say to do that. Put the breads together on top of each other. Take a big bite. This doesn't taste like a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Sorry, I had to make it extremely specific.
Oh, good. I'm starving. Take 2 pieces of white bread out of the bag. Take the lid off the jar of peanut butter. Get a butter knife and stick it inside of the peanut butter jar. With the knife, scoop a bit of peanut butter out of
that means like a lot.
A bit means a lot?
In my world.
There we go.
You're doing better than before, though.
Open the jelly jar. Squeeze it onto the other piece of bread.
No.
Done. Closer. Bread. Get some peanut butter. Take the peanut butter knife. Open the peanut butter. Put the knife in the PB. Get some jelly. Open the jelly.
No.
Squirt the jelly onto the bread.
You're supposed to...
Take the butter knife with the peanut butter on it. Wipe it all over the piece of bread that's blank. Take the butter knife. Rub the jelly all over the piece of bread.
Oh, he's doing better. Oh.
It says all over. Put the 2 pieces on top of each other.
This is how I meant.
Take 2 pieces of white bread out of the bag. Take the lid off the jar of peanut butter. Get a butter knife and stick it inside of the peanut butter jar. With the knife, scoop some of the peanut butter out of the inside of the jar. Spread your scoop of peanut butter onto one of your pieces of bread with the knife.
No!
Squeeze some jelly onto the other piece of bread. Spread the jelly on the bread with the butter knife. Put your two pieces of bread, peanut butter and jelly sides together. Done. Get some peanut butter. Get some jelly. Open the peanut butter. Get a butter knife. Put the butter knife in the peanut butter. Take the butter knife out of the peanut butter.
You did it wrong. No.
Take one piece of bread and take the butter knife that has the peanut butter on it and spread it all over the top of the piece of bread.
Dad,
That's the top.
I mean the sides.
Squirt some on another piece of bread. Take the butter knife, rub it all over the top of the piece of bread.
I quit. You're not making any sense. Sorry, you ruined it on purpose. He knows how to make one.
Do you know how to eat a piece of bread? You want to take your sandwich with you?
Oh, this is so good.
This looks like a yummy sandwich. I'm glad I made that for you.
I edited a bit.
Take two pieces of white bread, take the lid off the jar of peanut butter. Get a butter knife and stick it inside the peanut butter jar. With the knife, scoop some of the peanut butter out of the inside of the jar. Spread your scoop of peanut butter onto the face of one of your pieces of bread with the knife. Squeeze some jelly onto the other piece of bread. Spread the jelly on the bread with the butter knife. Put your two pieces of bread, peanut butter and jelly sides together. Done.
Now eat it.
Not the best,
Well, you made it.
but
so
I think it qualifies. That's a win.
Woohoo!
You can't stop dads from being dads. Search Daily Mail videos on Facebook for
eat
more
it.
incredible clips like this.
Not the best,
Well, you made it.
but
so
I think it qualifies. That's a win.
Woohoo!
What is important in stepwise thinking is listed the various steps of an activity. Identified the main steps of the activity. Listed the detailed steps under each main step of the activity. Now let us take another task and first list the main steps. The task is to get the pen that is on the table and give it to your friend. Step 1, move to the table. Step 2, pick up the pen. Step 3, give the pen to friend. Steps to pick up the pen and give it to friend. Now I will make it a little bit more difficult. Give more detailed steps for each of these 3 steps. We will give the steps for move to the table. Step 1, turn right. Step 2, move towards the table. Here are the steps to pick up the pen. Step 3, bring the hand near the pen. Step 4, hold the pen. Good. Now outline the steps to give the pen to me. Step 5, turn left. Step 6, move towards friend. Step 7, give pen to friend. Can a computer do an activity on its own? No, it cannot. A computer needs detailed step-by-step instructions from us. Oh, if we want to build a game of our own on the computer, then we have to give all the detailed steps. Giving these step-by-step instructions is called programming.